obsessed with black women. Yes, obsession. Now let's talk about obsession before I get to what I'm talking about. Obsession is an irrational belief, unhealthy clinging to, unhealthy being the key word here, clinging to a person, in this case a people. Now let me get on this. I noticed something, and it happens, I don't know, Thursday or something, maybe Wednesday, and it was a video there, and I don't even remember who the person's name is. There was a video there in which the person was responding to Sergeant Willie Pete's video, but Sergeant Willie Pete's video was about traits as opposed to trying to beauty enhancement, as opposed to just self-hate. And in it, Sergeant Willie Pete talked about, I'm just giving you a background to let you know specifically which one I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about that. Specifically, Sergeant Willie Pete was talking about the fact that white people and tanning and all of that. Well, in that particular video, there was a response given which had nothing to do with what he was talking about. And someone even called him on it. But it was interesting in that this person made a response, but he made a response by showing black women shaking their behinds. And listen, I also know that that is a dance of today. That is how they dance. I'll say booty dances. That's the dances of today. But and that's what he showed, and said it was an MLK Day celebration. I now can conclude that that was not an MLK Day celebration. But let me just say this. Okay, the video went on, and he says, and as you're watching all this, it's really sickening, to tell you the truth. But see, somebody had told me to watch the very end, and it's really kind of sickening and nasty. And you know, if his intent was to show black women degrading themselves, then he did it. But why did he have to show the nudity at the end? He showed bare behind, and he showed a woman bending over showing her vagina. Now, why did he do that? He had already done what he set out to do. Not only did he do this, but he said, if you want to see more, he said, go look on, and he had a link, clicked on it, to click on, which was way worse, which was nothing but pornography. And it looked like, it didn't look like any MLK celebration. It looked like somebody's, I don't know, somebody's bachelor party or something, and people were dropping dollars on these women, or men were dropping dollars on these women, and one woman was just pure nude from the waist down, and this video was actually downloaded quite a bit. Now, I thought that very, very interesting. I said to myself, now, why would he do that if he was disgusted by it? But he wasn't. He wasn't, and he wanted to share this with all his friends under the disguise of, look at these nasty women. Matter of fact, he entitled it MLK Day on YouTube, and then entitled it Mothers of Our Civilizations. So therefore, if it was MLK Day, it would be the same title on the other site, and it wasn't. So it was just a way of saying, look at here, brothers, look at this. Wow. And you know how men like to look at nude pictures. Then you start looking at this. Most of these men, most, not all, have videos up or have pictures up on their channels, pages, whatever you want to call it, where a black woman is depicted and her booty is depicted. Her booty is shown, just to kind of show that and say, look at this here, you know. And some of them will even show it for a while, and then they'll get embarrassed and they'll take it down. What is that? That's a fascination. This is an obsession with the black woman, and that's what it is. It's an obsession. They have an obsession with the black female body. Now, some, such as Sergeant Willie Pete, will say, well, there's other women that have big behinds, and there are. And they talking about Latin women. But let me say this. The purpose of tanning is to make your skin look better. Any white person, it might have been historically, maybe it didn't start out that way, but that's not what it is now. What it is now is a way to look better. It's a beauty enhancement. You can ask any white person you want to meet, and they'll tell you they are doing it because they feel it is attractive. The white pasty skin is unattractive. But what I'm getting to this point because I want to say that, okay, another point I want to make is that bodybuilders, weightlifters, when they have their competitions, they do what? They cream their bodies to make their bodies look darker. Why do they do that? Because it makes the body look that much more dramatic. Those muscles look even that much more bigger. Why? Because of the dark skin. So that behind, and this is silly, but that behind is that much more bigger due to the dark skin. So this highly sought after, and I think that these men may even be so jealous, and someone else said this also, that the white man is now becoming attracted to the black female. In increasing numbers, we are seeing more and more and more black females marrying white men, and black men don't like the look of it. If you even look on YouTube and look at black women who are dating white men or married to white men, they seem to, or even say that they just date white guys, they seem to get more negative attention than vice versa. Now, I'm just saying that this is an unhealthy, very unhealthy addiction to the black female form. And it's a fear is why the men like Sergeant Willie Pete are actually coming out, because they do not want these black women and their black quote-unquote booty to be defiled by the white man. But they, of course, can experiment as they please. So if I've angered you, good. Let me hear what you have to say.